Faith over fear. It sounds good, but it is definitely a journey, and it's next on the Breakthru Experience.
We just wanna motivate you, just trying to elevate you. In you we do believe. It's BreakThru Magazine. The time is now, we've gotta show you off. We wanna uplift and empower y'all. The time is now, we gotta show you off. We wanna uplift and empower y'all. We just wanna motivate you, just trying to elevate you. In you we do believe. It's BreakThru Magazine.
Welcome to the Breakthru Experience. I'm your host, Juanita Washington, and today we're talking about faith over fear. It sounds good, but the journey is definitely tough. Tisha Torres joins us now with one woman's story to walk in faith.
Well, Rocky Events was born, we'll say 2010. I used to have a boutique back then, and I used to work with Nate Johnson from Nathaniel's Originals. I used to help him with his fashion shows. Wow. I decided to branch out and do a fashion show of my own, which I actually partnered with Raina Brooks at the time of the Mobile Spa. Okay. And I moved into smaller events once I got married and had my children.
Okay.
And vision is everything. I mean, vision is your eyes. What can we do without that? I mean, from starting my business, I obviously couldn't see the bigger picture. I couldn't see what was coming down the line. I just put my head down and worked. But when I got older, more into this, now all I use is vision. When I was pregnant with my children, I had a woman tell me that I was pregnant with twins because my legacy was going to be too big for one child. So that just made me be like, okay, I got to sit down and really figure out what I'm going to do and map it out. I've always dabbled in the event planning over anything I've done. Event planning always was part of it. Wow. So I sat down and I'm like, what am I going to do with the rest of my life? What am I going to leave for my children? And the vision of Rock Events, I knew I was going to have a venue. I knew I was going to be doing events. I didn't know at first it was going to start out doing films, but I did know that it was going to end up where it is now. But I also have a broader timeline in my head as well. Your next step could be a breakthrough, and if you stop just short, oh my gosh, there's this picture, and I can't, I know it's on Facebook, but I can't talk about what it is. But there's a picture of a man with an axe trying to get through. You've seen it, right? He's trying to get through, and literally when they turned around, the diamonds were like one more hit away. Exactly. And you just would have hit one more time. Right. You can find me on Instagram at Rock Events, ROC Events. My website is www.therock.events, the ROC.events. You can also find us on Facebook, Rock Events as well.
What an impactful story. Thanks so much for sharing that with us. And faith definitely takes courage and bravery. Joining us now, Jazzy T gives us another look at one faith walk.
Hi, and welcome back to the BreakThru Experience. I am Jazzy T, and I'm here with Tanya Butler. Hi. We are at the Honeybee Home and Essentials retail space in High Falls, 4 Commercial Street. How are you doing today?
I am doing wonderful, Jazzy. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's a beautiful space that you have here. Very inviting, very warm, and we're surrounded by amazing products. Yeah. So tell us about Honeybee and what it is that you offer the community.
Yeah, so Honeybee Home and Essentials is a retail space. We are located in the High Falls district. We offer quality products by Black-owned businesses and product makers. We have everyday essential items from bathroom tissue to laundry detergent, feminine hygiene products, things that you can use every day, but we also have gifts. We have self-care items, and of course we have a little bit of home decor as well.
That's amazing, because I know there's so many people who want to support Black businesses, but they just don't know where to find them. And so I know even online there's certain geo tags like, okay, Black businesses here, Black businesses there, but you really made it easy with this one-stop shop.
Yeah, and that's really what we wanted to do. We wanted to create a space where you could come and you could find pretty much everything you needed in one location, whether it was gifts, whether it was, like your essential items, even bathroom tissue. We tried to cover that ground so it would be easy to find Black-owned businesses and quality products.
Well, today at BreakThru, we're talking about living the life that you want. And so you own and you operate the Honeybee space. What made you want to jump into entrepreneurship? Let me say it again. What?
3. You go start from the beginning of that part. 3, 2.
What made you want to jump into entrepreneurship?
Well, what made me jump into entrepreneurship is, I would say, my son and my husband. I really want to spend the most time that I can with those two. I love my family. And the fact that I just have an entrepreneur spirit. I'm a creative by nature. So even though, I didn't hate my jobs per se, I've always wanted to have my own.
Yeah. So what brings you the greatest joy from Honeybee?
That's a good question. I'm a creative, so being able to create a space like this, it makes me really happy knowing that I put energy in to make it beautiful. It reminds me of me in every single way.
I can see your house being set up somewhere.
Yeah. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud to highlight other Black-owned businesses that I personally believe in. That means a lot to me. I love when I bring young girls in here and they're like, wait a minute, this is a Black-owned business? This is a Black-owned business? I'm like, they're all Black-owned businesses, and they're like really taken aback by that. So I was never able to do that as a young girl. So, to be able to just show that it can be done, and it's not that hard. We just gotta work together and really practice unity and group economics. So that's what we're about.
Well, thank you for inviting me into your space here. This is amazing. I will be a customer, and whatever you need from me, just let me know. We're at BreakThru Magazine, the BreakThru Experience with Tanya Butler, the Honeybee Home and Essential Store right here in High Falls. Come check it out.
The road to entrepreneurship definitely takes faith. So coming up next, we're taking a look at what's in your closet. Sharon Jones is going to be joining us with this week's Fashion Fix, but first, let's take a look at this message. In search of your next career move, consider Jordan Health.
What makes Jordan so unique is you can really learn here. It's like family here. It's like family, basically. Yeah, I love it. I love that Jordan.
So I decided to come to Jordan because this was a place that I came to when I was a kid, and my family chose to come here when we first came to America. So as a way to give back to those that are newly arriving in the community at large, I've decided to join here and be employed at Jordan.
What are you waiting for? Do it. This is an opportunity for you to give back as well as for you to get. I often say, I think I get more out of it than what I actually give. So stop waiting. Go ahead and do it.
Don't wait a second longer. Take a look at our open positions and apply today at jordanhealth.org, because
we are Jordan.
We are Jordan.
We are Jordan.
Need some tips for this spring and summer? Sharon Jones joins us with this week's Fashion Fix.
Hi, this is Sharon with BreakThru with your Fashion Fix for today. So let's get into it. Hi, I'm talking about faith over fear when it comes to stepping out and doing what you're called to do. And I want to highlight this young lady. Her name is Tosha, and she's the CEO of Tosha Handbags. This young lady designs and builds her own custom handbags using the finest textiles and materials. She's a Black woman with a Black-owned business, and she wants to normalize wearing and purchasing Black luxury. If you want to purchase her items, you can go to her website at shoptosha.com, and that's shoptosha.com, and you will be glad that you did. So let's normalize wearing Black luxury.
Thanks so much for tuning in to this week's BreakThru Experience. I'm your host, Juanita Washington. And next week, we have such a treat for you. We're pulling back the curtains of the BreakThru Magazine Spring and Summer photo shoot. what a day it's going to be. We can't wait, and we're talking about the power of collaboration, our whole theme for the year. So stay tuned, make sure you watch next week's episode, and make sure you continue to uplift, motivate, and empower yourselves and others.
We just wanna motivate you, just trying to elevate you. In you we do believe. It's BreakThru Magazine. The time is now, we've gotta show you all. We wanna uplift and empower y'all. The time is now, we gotta show you all. We wanna uplift and empower y'all. We just wanna motivate you, just trying to elevate